Hi, Michael. Welcome in. Good morning. Good morning. I'm doing free yes or no, so if you have a yes or no question, I'll be happy to answer. Hey, Afam. Good morning. Good morning. Julie. Hey, Julie. Haven't seen you in a minute. Jewelry baby. What's going on? Or Jewel baby. Good morning. So I'm doing free yes or no's. So feel free to ask. Yeah, I'm just sitting here comfortable reading tarot for you people. You fine people here. It's more comfortable this way for me. I can just kind of relax. Yeah, I know there's no image. Thought about putting like a picture. Let me see here. There you go.
Hi, James. Good morning. Hi, Monica. Good morning. Do you believe your heart feels what your mind speaks? Do you believe your heart feels what your mind speaks? I guess it depends on what your definition of mind is and what your definition of soul is. Because sometimes my mind will say things that my heart doesn't believe or feel. Now, if you're talking, this is interesting. If you're talking about like subconscious and consciousness, mind and heart being subconscious, then I think any messages can get there. Your subconscious is like a tape recorder. It records everything. What do you think, James? What do you think? If anyone has a yes or no question, I'd be happy to answer. Thinking about doing a collective here shortly. Anyone wants to stick around for that as well? It's like we know we're doing wrong. Just right in your mind, but your heart feels like you tell the truth and your heart.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. And then, like, we make no progress anywhere. We're just like hamsters running on a wheel. Never know what it's like to be true self. And then your heart's the freedom. Like when I was learning about chakras, say freedom lies in the heart. Yeah, it's like the battle between the ego and the essence. That's what you're talking about, James. The battle between the ego and the essence. Yes. Yeah, I believe so too. It's just the weeding out what is not self, what is not a part of you, like projections and society, how you grew up in your home, your family. It's shedding all of that to reconnect with the truth of who you are. It can take some time to kind of filter through all of that. I think it just takes questioning your beliefs. Like, why do I even believe this? You know, where did this belief come from? Is it mine, and do I actually believe it? Where are the facts for this? I believe you're clairsentient, James. You ever heard that before? Like you get messages through feeling? Right. That can be that's like the false self. Like anytime we reach to do the true self, the false self comes in and is like, no. That's where like your clairsentience would come in handy. You'd be like, what feels me? What is authentic to me? Yeah, the false self is doesn't want the true self to come through. So they'll try and self sabotage or get close to what the true self wants, but never fully embodying it. Has anyone ever told you you're clairsentient, or have you discovered this yourself? I believe that you're clairsentient. It's like you feel you have to feel things through. So you'll be able to feel like what feels authentic to you and what feels like something else, like you're reaching beyond, or like a performance, instead of something that just feels natural. Yeah, that's clairsentient. You're clairsentient. You could really work with that energy to tap into what you're talking about, what you're doing right now, actually. It's just the trying to find the words to put to it, you know? Yes, I can tell. I can tell, yes. You'd be great help. And I like how you ask questions. You ask people questions. You make them think. Yeah, it can be. It's just piled on top of all the other stuff, usually. Yeah, some people are like really just locked into survivor mode. When you get locked into survivor mode, you're already wound up. You're just trying to survive. If I lost my phone, I would be like, "Oh man, that sucks." And I'd be looking everywhere for my phone. And then I'd probably give up and say it'll show up eventually. And then I'll try and look for it again. I can see if someone could call it. Maybe it'll light up. And this space cowboy. The feeling is kind of like disappointment, or like I know what you're saying. Like I wouldn't be freaking out. Now there was a time in my life where I was going through a lot, and if I already had like 20 things happen to me that day, I would be more upset. See, Space Cowboy. Is Space Cowboy meant to accomplish great things in life? Yes or no? Is Space Cowboy meant to accomplish great things in life? Yes or no? Yes, Knight of Wands. and you're meant to transform through it. Absolutely. You're meant to expand, to grow, to reach your potential, to be born in this world and reborn within it, and to accomplish this, yes. Hi, Nancy. Good morning. Yeah, me and James are having an interesting conversation. Let's see, is a shoe obsessively missing Nancy? Oh, 4 people in here, 4 likes. That's a synchronicity. He may mirror you. He may feel as you do. And you're like number 4. Yeah. Very interesting. Good evening. Let's see, is Ash obsessively missing Nancy? Yes or no? It's interesting. You have the devil card, which is obsessively, and it says no. But I feel like they are. Clarify the devil. But then you got no again. It's like they're messing with you, Nancy. I don't feel like they're obsessively missing you, but I do feel like they do miss you. But they think about you a lot. If I knew this day would come, I'll come down to a sad goodbye. I will see it through until these tears burn my eyes. True love you give to me, so truly and profound. It's a sweet gift I have ever found. That's very beautiful, James. You're welcome. You must have strong Pisces in your chart, James, I would imagine. You have strong Pisces? You're a Leo. Oh, that makes sense too. I know you got to have Pisces in your chart as well somewhere. All that poetry and reverie. And you're a deep thinker too, so I'm wondering where your Mercury is. Very curious about that also. You could be Mercury in Cancer, maybe? But not necessarily. Yeah. Well, that's who you are. True. Very true. Okay. Go ahead and guess. Um, 2 tries. All right. Go ahead. Hi, Earth Angel. Welcome in. Good morning. I am well. Sure, you can. Go ahead. I'm doing like free yes or no's. No, not Libra. Hey, Sag girl. Is M going to contact Sag girl this month? Yes or no? I do believe so. But let's see. Is M going to contact Sag girl this month? Yes or no? Yes. Yes, absolutely. Earth Angel. Will Earth Angel meet new love interest this year? Yes or no? Love interest, or do you want like a partner? Okay, will Earth Angel meet new romantic love partner this year? A potential husband this year? Yes or no? That's a good way to put it. Yes or no? 8 of Pentacles, yes? Yes. They could be fire sign potentially, but or Aquarius, I'm not sure. Please keep me posted. Gemini? I'm Gemini Vedic. Vedic astrology, I'm Gemini. I'm a Cancer. You were close. And you were right, Vedic astrology. You were right. You're welcome, Sag girl. Yeah, you had some cards flip out, but you had the Eight of Wands, which does talk about communication. But you had some cards where I don't know if you somehow communicate and he communicates back, but when I asked, I did get the Eight of Wands, which means you received communication. So I think so, yes. But how it starts, I don't know. Yeah, huh. Right. It's pretty good advice. James, it's pretty good advice. Hi, Sabrina. Welcome in. Yeah, you can. I'm doing free yes or no's. Um, also offering like extended readings if that's something that you would like. But yeah, free yes or no's. What is Red's current feelings? What are Red's current feelings? Oh no. I'm doing a free yes or no's. So if you can word it like in a yes or no kind of format, like does he have romantic feelings for me? I could do that one. Let's see, will Raya come forward to communicate with Sabrina? Yes or no? Yes. Yeah, he sees you high regard. Yes. Hi, Cindy. You can, absolutely. What's your question? I'm just doing one. I should be back on tomorrow if you want to come back. Sure, you can, James. Go ahead. I'd like to know if Wagner has good intentions toward me. Does Wagner have beneficial intentions for Cindy? Towards Sydney? Good intention towards Sydney? Yes or no? Yes, temperance. Yeah, very balanced. Yes. This person's very balanced, very fair. Yeah, very good intention. You're welcome. I am married, basically, and I'm very happy. Do you have a yes or no question, though, James? Be happy to answer. You are charming. Well, I'm going to do a collective reading here. Let's see, start at 41, 40, 41. Let's see, collective reading. What we got here? It's in the highest and best interest of all those who watch to know here. Hey, Gito. Happy Sunday. Like, if there's something that you desire to work for, it's about listening to your intuition and overcoming fear. And this can be like with contracts or any type of agreement you make between yourself or with yourself and another. Focusing on good health and staying flexible and adaptable. Okay, Gito, let me know. Setting strong, healthy boundaries is very important. Stay fluid and flexible when it comes to your projects. Because in the future, you may not be sure exactly where you stand in a situation. So being flexible and adaptable will serve very well. Any type of evaluation of situations, some of you could be dealing with an air sign or an earth sign. I do see a lot of change, a lot of progress, a lot of search for freedom. The dreams lie within the mind of your heart, and to celebrate any solutions that do come up to balance the mind, body, and spirit. And to keep persevering and follow any inspiration that you do feel, evaluate it, and plan ahead, especially with any type of contracts. Make sure that you get things written down. Okay, Gito, what's your question? I'd like to know if will I have any more kids? Will James have any more children? Yes or no? Yes, Two of Pentacles. You may have one more, but that can always change. You may have more than that, but it looks like so. Yes. What's your question, Gito? Hi, Gina. Welcome in. What will lead me towards more happiness and fulfillment in my life? I have resumed meditation and other practices to calm myself down. Oh, sweet. Let me get the Tao Oracle, Gito. I think that's what's going to help you here. Give me 1 second, all right? I'll be right back. All right, Gita, let's see. Yes, are you still here? I want to get the Tau Oracle because I feel like this is where your answer is going to be. What will lead Gito towards more happiness and fulfillment in her life? What will lead Gito towards more happiness and fulfillment in her life? Okay, you have the marrying maiden card. I'm just going to read it to you, Gito. Is that okay? They're kind of long, and there's also changing lines, but I think it would help. It says, waking up to the realization that there is a fatal flaw in what you thought was going to be a perfect situation can be quite a shock. The disturbing news that the marrying maiden brings is about inequality, subordination, or somehow unconsciously allowing oneself to be put into an inferior position in relation to others. This might have arisen out of your desire for a certain position or from failing to respect yourself and your own capabilities to the extent that you have compromised your own truth. Perhaps you have wanted to believe things about yourself that deep in your heart you knew were not true, and have allowed yourself to be manipulated through flattery or unrealistic promises. Dealing with the feeling of having been used or understanding that you have compromised what is truly important to you requires absolute honesty with yourself. Whatever the circumstances might have been in the beginning of the present cycle, finding out that you've become a pawn in someone else's game is such a rude awakening that it's impossible to ignore it or brush it aside. One of the most painful aspects of facing the truth is that you risk finding out that you have sold yourself short by entering into agreements that in no way reflect what you really want or need. And it seems either difficult or impossible now to get out of them. If this is the case, it is crucial to reflect unemotionally on how you have cooperated in the seduction and what was motivating your consent. It means asking some pretty straightforward questions of yourself. Have you ignored the whisperings of your own intuitive feelings in favor of the desires of the mind for prestige or position, or because you just wanted to be liked? If so, then you have to take responsibility, at least in part, for how your own desires have contributed to the current situation. Succumbing to seduction means that you have given more importance to the superficial and the imagined than you have given to the deep and the real. This choice almost always creates a subtle wound in the being that may not immediately be noticeable. Inevitably, though, the injury will make itself felt. Whenever we have compromised our authenticity and truth, the first symptom is usually a feeling of emptiness within. Each of us at one time or another has been pulled off center by longings for love, security, or recognition. We live in a world that encourages and rewards cleverness and prestige, and pays homage to the latest trends and its hunger for the new. But to live in make believe is to remain immature, and those who insist on living in a fantasy gradually lose touch with who they really are. The only way through the pain of being compromised is to allow yourself to feel it and to take responsibility for your part in it. This is the first essential step toward release and renewal of self respect. And then you have these changing lines here. And you have, it is helpful to remember that sorrow can be a turning point that shifts your focus towards respecting yourself rather than hoping that respect will be given to you by others. It takes courage to follow your own path, especially when it flies in the face of convention. Nevertheless, anything short of walking that path is a denial of your right to grow into your own individual uniqueness. Peace of mind can only really ever be realized when you are able to fulfill the potential you came into the world to express. A desire for things to be different from how they are is often an indication of how far you have strayed from that potential. Consult the inner map of your heart before you take another step. Says it can be embarrassing to take responsibility for having been taken for a ride. But that was you standing out there on the highway with your thumb out. The silver lining to the cloud that might be hanging over you now is that you've grown not only older, but wiser because of the experience. Don't squander the lesson by carrying any residual embarrassment or defensiveness into the future. And the last line says, what is past is gone forever. And even if you could bring it back, it would not restore your sense of well being in the here and now. No matter how great the temptation may be to act impulsively or seek quick fixes to your distress, it would only prolong the pain of dealing with the issues at hand. If you've been keeping up a false front, it's time to let it fall. Only the real can encounter the reality, and the encounter is overdue. And just being determined. Being determined, feeling excited about life again, taking tenacious action, cutting out what is not of true self, what is some sort of toxic element, finding the root of it and cutting it out at the root so you can make steady progress and push upward. Did that help, Gito? Do you have any questions or? Hi, Heather. Good morning. And I also have these other cards that you can use. It's like little techniques, skills that you can utilize. Let's see what you get here, Gito. Something that can assist you in this progress, this process. You have connecting with the body. You have connecting with the body. This says you could connect with the body and promote relaxation by redirecting blood flow with this mini autogenics exercise. Okay, this says gently direct your focus to your arms. Feel into this region. Notice any sensations that are present. Repeat, my arms are heavy, 6 times. Once again, feel into your arms. Notice any sensations. Repeat, my arms are warm, 6 times. Now redirect your focus to your legs and repeat the exercise over again, replacing legs for arms. I feel like it's like telling you to connect with the body, because you may have experienced as a child something that triggered like a survival mechanism where you became really hyper aware of your environment, which happens to a lot of empathic people or highly sensitive people. Right. And I think what this is guiding you to do is to tap back into your body to where you feel safe. So the root chakra would be a really good place to work. And getting to know the self, being able to make self-honoring choices and choices that benefit you independently. Within reason, of course, but to be able to make choices that benefit you independently and feel safe about it. Yeah, see, that's the thing. That's what that card was talking about. Is you like taking the responsibilities of others when those are their own responsibilities and not yours. So it's being able to make self-honoring choices and choices that benefit you independently. Yeah, there's some trauma here from childhood. And they want you to remember successes, to remember when you felt a sense of success or pride, like when you overcame a challenge or met a goal. And bring your awareness to this memory to have this, to boost kind of self esteem, to remind you what it feels like to feel good, to feel fulfilled, to feel good. So you can remember what you are capable of. And anchor it. I don't know if you ever heard of anchoring, but I'm going to read this to you. But anchor that feeling. It says to activate the hippocampus and enhance positive memories, you can create physical anchors associated with these memories, like the memory of you being a badass, or the memory of you overcoming, feeling that sense of success, pride. Anchor that feeling, and this is how you do it. It says these anchors are usually established through touch. By simply connecting with these anchors, positive memories become stronger and more accessible. Not very rich but happy. Well, that's good. There's something there where you felt like you had to take on the responsibilities of others. You could just be very empathic, a sensitive person. But this anchor here, it says place your right hand on your left wrist, gripping it firmly as you think about the positive memory. Place both hands on your lap, pressing down gently as you focus on the positive memory. Place each hand on the opposite arm, hugging yourself tightly as you think about the positive memory. These are like little anchor ideas you can do to anchor in that memory of you being a badass, you being successful, feeling a sense of pride. You may have just been really sensitive, like maybe you want to do something for yourself and maybe you're ashamed for it. Or maybe you didn't want to take on the responsibilities of another, or maybe you felt shamed for it. But it's about not allowing yourself to be treated unfairly, because it starts to weigh at the self-esteem. And even if it was just like a small thing that happened in childhood, like as that book was saying, it can over time start to kind of, you'll see the wound, as the card was saying. You can, Rona. But yeah, for more fulfillment in life, Gitu, I would say be able to make decisions that benefit you independently. Yeah, that could be part of it. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. That could be part of it. Just go back and listen to it again if you feel. Yes, go back and listen to it again if you feel, and try the anchoring thing. Remember that time where you felt like a badass. Bring up that memory where you're successful and just anchor that in. And if you do that enough, it'll get to where you can just like hug yourself, or like squeeze your index fingernail, and you'll bring up that feeling again. That's the anchoring. Or hugging yourself. Or the tips of your finger. Like when meditation. Oh, Gito, are you still here? You could try that. You know, in meditation they do the mudras. That's to help anchor. So you can do the mudra and just meditate on that feeling of you being successful, that memory of you being successful and being a freaking badass. Yeah. And to be able to make choices that benefit you independently. There it is, Gito. Yeah, that's anchoring. You just do that somewhere on your body, wherever. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you just do something like that somewhere on your body to anchor that feeling so you can have that fulfillment and that pride and that, being a badass. Okay, Rona, my cat did not get home. It's been almost 3 days. I'm afraid something. Okay, yeah, we'll ask. Will Rona's cat return back to Rona soon? Come back home soon. I know sometimes those cats can be gone for they can be gone for weeks sometimes. But let's see. Will Rona's cat return back home soon to Rona? Yes or no? Maybe. Let's say, will the cat return home to Nona within? I mean, to Nona, to Rona within about 2 weeks? Yes or no? Um, I'm not sure about that, Rona. Maybe a month for some reason, but it might be a while. There is a chance that the cat will return. Thank you, James. I appreciate it. We all just out here trying to do our part. You're welcome, Rona. I'm not sure. Yeah, I have Cash App. It's in the description box down below. Hey, Heather. I didn't realize you were still in here. You've been so quiet. I did. Now I'm drinking my chai tea. Playing with my tuning fork over here. You tried the cocoa butter in your coffee yet? I know you've had chocolate coffee before. Cocoa butter in a coffee just hits the soul different, you know? It's rich. It's still got a soul in it, you know? Yeah. It hits different than just regular chocolate. It's got yeah, it's got soul to it. Yeah, like mocha. This is like where chocolate comes from. It comes from like cocoa butter. You get it right from the soul. Yeah, it's good. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Oh, 1 second, guys. I'm gonna go make some more chai tea. I will be right back. My favorite fruits? Let's see, what's my favorite fruit here? I love raspberries. I like raspberries. I like blueberries, pineapple. I think raspberry might be my favorite. So I do like watermelon. Can't go wrong with a watermelon on a hot summer day. That's a good spot right there. What about you? What do you do with your free time? You play any video games? Watermelon? Yeah, watermelon hot summer day is good. I'll tell you a trick. When you go to the lake or a creek, throw that watermelon in the creek, let it get nice and cold. That's an old southern trick for you. Time you get through playing in the creek, your watermelon be cold. No gamer? A creek? Yeah. Watermelon? Keep it cold? You like to fish? I like to fish too. I haven't been in a while. Oh, blackberries? I like to take my watermelon when I go float the river. Yeah, I'll tell you, watermelon on a hot summer day is amazing. Oh, you're putting on your makeup, go to the gym? Awesome. Yeah, I like a good blackberry too. 36? What'd you do? Crappie? You go crappie fishing? That's a lot of fish right there. I've been fishing all day. Or you got it when they were biting real good. Not sandwiches. Nice. I like crappie. Crappie tastes pretty good. I love catfish, even though they're bottom feeders. They're probably not the best for you, but they are delicious. I'll be right back. Oh, they were betting? Oh, wow. Nice. You got luck. Lucky spot. Lucky spot. Yeah, they'll buy anything. I've never fished like that. I've never got that type of opportunity handed. But yeah, I heard that they'll just bite anything. You could throw anything out there and they'll bite. I hear you. All right, well, I guess I'm going to hop off. I'll probably be back on later on. Um, so I'll catch everyone later. Heather, I hope you have a nice day at the gym. Have a nice workout. And James, I hope you have a pleasant day. And come back with those fishing stories. I'd like to hear them. Oh yeah, with an egg. Yeah, sweet. That sounds good. I had avocado toast this morning. Oh, I love you too, Heather, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys.